Hey guys, this is Coach Derek, co-host of the Soapboxing Podcast. Man, ever since I found this Anchor app, I tell you, podcasting has become a lot simpler and a lot easier to do. They distribute the podcast over several platforms, and you have to do no work. I tell you, man, if you're interested in doing podcasting, you need to download the Anchor app. That's ANCHOR.FM. You can get started today with the Anchor app and do whatever your heart desires.
Hardware, man. Some trainers say, and some fighters say, "Well, I don't watch videos of the guy fighting. I let the coach watch it." Hey, man.
Guys, one thing we know for sure about Wilder, he hit you clean. Right, and this woman whooped the whole world twice. The whole world. What's the dang deal? Facebook, Instagram. Good morning. It's another Saturday morning with Soapboxing Podcast. It's your boy Manny Fresh, and of course we got the who we got today? We got the Electoral College class of 2020. Cum what? Cum.
Summa cum laude. I'm top of the class.
What's going on, Coach? How's your weekend starting out?
Pretty good, man. It's busy, man. We got this fight. We got a fight today. Opponent pulled out last night. Got a fight today, and my son got a ball game. They undefeated this year and got the steepest competition at 2:30. So we're gonna figure it out.
Man, well, it's a beautiful day. Sun is out. The skies are clear, so ain't nothing but W's gonna happen today. Well, today's guest, we are super excited to have with us Ms. Ravven Brown. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How about y'all?
Oh man,
Excited to be here.
Thank you for taking the time, man. So, Ms. Ravven, you from the ATL, huh?
I sure am.
How long was it before you moved out to Texas?
I actually moved out to Texas in 2009 because I had a full scholarship at the University of North Texas to play basketball. So I moved out here in 2009 to pursue that and go forward with that.
So you another basketball athlete that turned boxing, huh?
Yeah, man, that's why I say I'm a big advocate for sports, building character, and helping the youth get to where they want to be. So yeah, if it wasn't for sports, I don't know where I would be.
So what year did you get into boxing?
I want to say about 4 years ago. About 4 years ago. So I met Jeffrey Mays 4 years ago, and I guess you could say everything since then has been history. So
you got into
boxing. You've been doing this thing 20 years, man, and you got one fight.
Well, you know what I was gonna say, because she came in and just started kicking ass from the jump, because I'm looking at her USA Boxing National Tournament, and you finished, if not in, let me see, you finished third in 2017 in your Eastern Elite qualifier, second in your Elite National Championships in 2017. 2018, you were first in your qualifier. 2018 Western Elite qualifiers, second place. 2018 National Championship, first place. 2019, second place. So god dang, you just came out kicking ass.
It's crazy because I don't want to say I forgot all of those accolades, but yeah, I did come in and kind of do my thing, but
Did your thing.
I like to say I like to focus on my progress. I wasn't so worried about the accolades. I was just focused on me getting better throughout the years and me progressing each and every time I step in the ring. So yeah, it feels good to hear and hear you repeat all those back to me because I forgot about them. But yeah.
So that brings us up. That brings us up to 2020, man. So how did COVID? How has COVID affected your year? But I know it was also an Olympic year.
Yeah, I mean, like they say, you can either look at the glass half empty or half full. Pretty much, 2020 it could have been a downfall for people, or it could have been a come up for people. I think that I took this year to kind of focus on my body, my mental, and the things that I need to work on within my game and within my skill set. So I'm actually thankful for 2020. It did stop a lot of the competitions, which I do miss, but I do think that I worked on some things and I took advantage of this time. So I don't regret it,
D.
Man, look, I'm a friend. Me and Ravven's coach is friends, man. We talk pretty regular, be it text or phone or whatever. And I tell you, bro, I fall in love with people, man, and people's stories, especially successful stories that had to face adversity to get there, man. I don't, if you're winning all the damn time, it don't, it ain't all that impressive to me. I like to see you get it in the mud and see how they react, how they respond, and what my buddy told me about Ravven and how where she came from, a little bit of a story. I've been rooting for her for a long time, and this is our first interaction right here on this podcast. I wanted to get on you a long time ago, man, because I'm such a fan, man. But yeah, late start, came through kicking ass, man. Every time I talk to Jeff, she done won another division. I was like, man, what you feeding this gal, man? How you do that shit? And everybody knows how big of a proponent I am of women's boxing, because I believe it's treated. I don't want to sound like a complainer, but it's, if you talk to the average person about women's boxing, they're really not very knowledgeable, and they just kind of overlook it. And man, we far past that shit. You know what I'm saying? We way past that, man. These guys is winning Olympic medals. These guys they putting a gal on every pay-per-view show, every app show now. And guess what? Half the time they the best fight. Yep. They the most action-packed fights. I just, man, I have a soft spot for women's boxing in general. So when I have one I can root for, that I feel like I'm on the team, I'm all the way on the team. I'm all the way on the team, motherfuckers. I don't know. So if you coaches my people, I'm all the way down. I'm down to put the egg weights in your gloves and go get the eggs.
Nah, and that's crazy because I felt that as soon as I know this is our first time interacting like face to face, but I felt the energy as soon as I think we linked on Instagram, or I don't even know, but I felt the energy and I felt the support immediately, and I always tell you I'm grateful for it and I appreciate it. So
absolutely. I just like good feeds off good, man, because it's like spur milk, man. If I smell something stinking, I ain't going around it. I don't got to taste the shit. I ain't got to taste it. I see it. Experience that, man. But I know I forgot exactly how it happened, but what happened with the last year, I don't remember. It was kidney stones or something. What happened?
Yeah, so we came to the conclusion that it was so I fought in Worlds at 141, And most people don't know, but before that, beginning of the year, before Worlds, I always, me and Coach always talked about dropping to 125, and it's because, like I said, like you know, I fought at 152, 141, 132, but all it's easy. I don't really have to diet to make 132. I don't have to, you know. So I was like, well, what if, you know, I actually be more disciplined with my eating as well? I'm pretty sure I can make it to 125. So with that being said, that was a plan originally, but some things got, you know, messed up and misconstrued. So we ended up going to Worlds at 141, which was a blessing. And within that time frame, we got back and only had like a week and a couple days to make 125 at the tournament. And I did it, you know, and it's that dog, that competitive instinct in me to, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, you know. So it wasn't so much of you know, me. I don't know. I just wanted to reach it because I knew I could do it. So I did it. It was unhealthy, and you know, I learned from it. But I did it within that short amount of time, and it kind of it messed up my body bad, and I couldn't figure it out. But I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was wrong. But I was going through some pain, man. Some pain. I was trying to fight through it, and I usually can fight through a lot. So in my pain time,
them kidney stones.
Yeah, but them kidney stones, and I was trying to, you know, I was being hard headed. Maze was telling me to go to the hospital, but I was like, nah, if I go to the hospital, they'll tell me something wrong, and then I won't be able to fight at nationals. So I was like, so I was like, let me just fight through it. Let me fight through it, and I'll figure it out after nationals. And so I tried to fight through it, and man, it caught up to me. And I couldn't do anything about it. And you know, my teammates, my coaches were telling me to just, you know, let it, like, just, you know, everything happened for a reason. But yeah, I was actually at the tournament, and that's what was devastating. And I couldn't even get out of bed. That's how bad it was. I couldn't even walk straight. I couldn't even stand up straight. So it got to me, and man, it was a depressing time after that. Not even gonna lie, but you know, you get stuff, you fight through it. Everything happened for a reason. So.
And that happened earlier this year, right?
No, it happened last December.
Oh, last December. Okay.
Yeah, at nationals.
Damn, and that's gotta be tough, man.
Fighters be so used to fighting with shit wrong, man. It's kind of like why the excuse shit is such a put off to people in boxing, you know, because everybody's fighting with something. Something's wrong. You got a cold. You had the flu 2 days ago. You got a bad elbow. Something's wrong, and that's why you need people around fighters to say, hey, this is some extra shit right here, man. This ain't the regular old fight through the shit, you know. That you know, y'all so used to going against the grain, man, that yeah, sometimes you can harm yourself. Got to be very, very careful. Very careful of that. Ravven, how far you went to basketball? I want to know. Tell me about last game of basketball till you walk into a boxing gym. You follow what I'm saying? That journey.
Okay, so
roughly, I mean not.
Yeah, I get you. Okay, so, well, I mean, I can make it short for you. So, like I said, 2009, I came out to Denton, Texas, to play for the University of North Texas. Like I stated before, it was a wild time for me. Growing up in Atlanta, you know, it was. I'm not gonna say it was the worst time, but
I love everything about you, but your football team. Go ahead.
Don't let my daddy hear you say that, man. He might jump on this live.
Die hard, Falcon.
Yes. But yeah, so you know, I moved, came up here to play basketball. Wasn't good with authority, so I kind of got kicked off. Well, not kind of. I did get kicked off. 4 times in 3 years. So one of those years.